We're at the Mediterranean-inspired Canary by Gorji, where fine dining is expected, but tips are not. I'll tell you all about it a little later in the show. GMT starts right now. Thank you, Jane. Imagine finishing a meal without having to figure out a tip. A local restaurant claims it's the first in Dallas to eliminate tipping. Paige is live at Canary by Gorji. Good morning, Paige. Good morning to you and good morning, Texas. Yes, it's that awkward moment at the end of a meal where you're trying to calculate a tip and you don't know whether to pull out your calculator or use your fingers. Well, in this wonderful place, Canary by Gorji, you have an opportunity to eliminate tipping altogether. And I want to introduce you to the man in charge. This is Chef Gorji to tell us more. Hi. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Oh my gosh, I have the best job. I'm so excited that I have an opportunity to sample this food in a private dining experience with Chef Gorji. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And you?
I'm doing wonderful. Let's first, since you brought out these beautiful dishes, let's talk about the different food that you have here in front of us.
I do have a honey crisp apple sliced with a mild Italian sausage that I make here with a Roquefort vinaigrette and walnuts. This is a grilled chilled avocado topped with the plain yogurt and the Texas chili that I make here.
Wonderful.
And this is the panzanella salad, heirloom tomatoes with the sliced bread and onions with the olive oil, salt and pepper, and balsamic vinegar, and my kefir butterfly. This is the cheese that I make here with the Jordan Valley Medjool dates, with the pomegranate reduction that I make here with poppy seed and sesame seed wafers.
They really do look like works of art. They're absolutely spectacular.
Thank you.
One thing, we're in this gorgeous restaurant, and one thing I do find so remarkable is that you are considered the first restaurant, a fine dining restaurant, to have no tipping. Why did you decide to make that?
I've been working on it for a very, very long time, and finally, about a year ago, about just more than a year ago, everybody in New York City and San Francisco, and they all decided to go find the fine dining places, to go no tipping. It was very encouraging for me, and it was just one of those things, and dive in and swim, and no matter what. It has been 3 months now, so about 3 months, yeah.
And have you found that from your waitstaff's perspective that they've embraced that? Has there been a concern about their paychecks at the end of the day?
Actually, you just answered my first question. You just pointed out to the fact that they say, first of all, they say that you're making a livable wage. It is more considered as a serious job and a real job, as you know how waiters say, I have a real job too. No, this is it.
This is their job. This is their career.
Learn it. There's a lot of intuitions there. It is not as easy as it looks if you do it right, like everything else.
All right. And speaking of doing it right, this is your cookbook that you've created, and in it has some wonderful images, including a picture of your grandmother.
Yes.
She was your inspiration. She was the one that taught you how to cook.
Correct.
Tell me a little bit about your past and how it has informed your culinary skills.
Well, as you can see, it was we were also fishermen and hunters. So when we went on the weekends to do the fishing or hunting, it was catch. It wasn't released unless they were small.
Right.
It was catch and cook.
It was catch and cook, yes.
Shoot and cook.
You talked about mountain to table because you also caught mountain goats.
Yes.
One thing I also want to mention, of course, I'm having this private dining experience and I'm feeling quite spoiled by having it. But we do have some video that I want you to see that shows the restaurant full. There's only 7 tables in this restaurant. They also discourage having younger kids here.
We have no TV. Unfortunately, we can't accommodate young children. So you can come as a date night or a special occasion and have dinner and enjoy, hopefully, the food that I prepare for you.
Right, and I'm noticing...
And the service.
Yes, and I want our viewers to see these awards that you've received. You've received so many of
these rewards.
Thank you.
And a lot of it has to do with, of course, these wonderful dishes. But you've also received awards through some of the sauces that you.
Correct.
These are your sauces
Yes.
that you produce.
I make those, yes.
And tell me about what makes them so special.
Well, it is its simplicity, as I mentioned in the book. You know, simple is one of the most complicated thing you can find. Because if everything was so simply resolved,
Right.
everybody would be resolving everything.
Right.
Not that I have, but for whatever I have tried,
Right.
I hope that I have succeeded. And
Yeah.
my sauces, I've been very lucky between the 5 of them. They have got 15 awards,
That's
blind
fantastic.
judging.
Well, I congratulate you on
Thank
that
you.
so much, and
Thank
I
you.
feel like such a success being able to join with
Thank
you
you.
today. You want to come and check out Canary by Gorji. It's right off of the tollway, up here off of the tollway, and this is Preston Village, is that correct?
Village on the Park.
Village on the Park. I apologize. So you want to come and check this out and enjoy this unique dining experience, and you don't have to worry about the tip. All right, for now, I'll send it back to you in the studio.